Everyone always wants to know how to raise capital. I'm going to tell you right now the most critical part of raising money. A lot of the questions that I get from people are about raising capital. Obviously, my firm, because I don't run a large fund, we do a lot of syndication deals, meaning that every deal we structure it differently, and we have different sets of investors and different structures for all of those deals. And so a lot of people want to know, one, how I'm able to raise the capital or the private money for all of these deals. And I want to walk you through that a little bit, because a lot of the feedback that I get when I sit down with close friends or people that I'm mentoring and I start talking about raising capital, one of the first pushbacks that I get from a lot of these people is like, dude, I just don't really want to ask people for money. Like, they have no problem building the relationship of trust and having relationship acceleration experiences, and they're doing that. But when it comes to the close, like the asking for investment capital, they always have a real struggle with that, because they've been programmed a certain way that asking somebody for capital is like a take. And so I want to walk you through a little bit of a paradigm shift that you have to have, and that is super critical in order for you to be able to, one, attract private capital to your deals and to your projects, but two, for you to feel comfortable so that you're not feeling like the ask hole. Right? So let me just take you back. What I learned when I first started my firm was I had to ask people for small amounts of money. And when everybody starts their businesses, they typically go to a friends and family round, or the first deals that they do, they go ask friends and family. Now, that may or may not be the easier way. For some people, asking friends and family is really a lot easier than going out and soliciting people that they don't have these kind of relationships with. But for other people, that relationship is actually even tougher. Like, some people have a harder time asking friends and family for money because of the consequences or the potential consequences that come from doing business with family members. Those dynamics, that's a whole different discussion. But let me talk you through one of the most critical parts of being good at raising private capital and raising money for projects. The first is, you have to believe that you are providing a value to these people that trumps or is better than what their current opportunities are. And let me explain that a little bit. When I get the feedback from people that say, I just don't feel comfortable asking, I don't want to ask this person for money, this is what I'm hearing from those people. Not that they don't have good intentions or good motives, but I'm hearing that you are not competent or confident in your competence that you can provide an opportunity to somebody and feel completely safe that you're going to be able to provide them more value than they're giving to you, or at least equal, right? See, this fear of asking for something or asking somebody to participate in a deal with you, that only stems from your inability or confidence to know that you're going to perform for those people and that you're providing more than you're taking. As soon as you can create a paradigm shift, have this paradigm shift where you are so confident that whatever the deal is, or whatever the business that they're investing in, or whatever the opportunity is so much better than one that they have opportunity for right now in front of them, or that they're currently doing, or two, just that it's the best out there, that it rivals any other opportunities out there. If you have that confidence, then this ask, it kind of goes away. And let me explain a little bit what I mean by that. So what I've learned is that when I started my firm, I'd had to go to the friends and family, and I had to ask, hey, here's a deal. And I was a little bit timid, like, hey, if you put up all the money and we 50-50 this house flip, it's kind of a good deal. Like, would you go for that? And people are like, yeah, that'd be good. It felt pretty fair, right? As my business and credibility increased, I didn't want to give away as much of a deal. especially because I was providing more value, because I was better at what I was doing. I was sourcing better deals, I was structuring them better, I was insulating them from risk better, and then on top of that, I was just providing a lot more value in the deal. And so I wanted to scale back the percentage that I offered. One of the worries or concerns for most investors or entrepreneurs when they're doing that, anytime they're scaling back, they feel like they're taking. But you have to focus on what you're giving to the deal. So for me, it's really important that when I'm teaching young entrepreneurs how to structure their investments and how to structure the promote or the ask or the raise or the offering, that they understand very clearly what their role in the project is and how much value they're bringing in relation to what they're asking for. And so at the very basics of it are this. If I'm providing you an opportunity that you don't have outside of me, or it's better than what your current opportunities are, then that's a value proposition to you. That's a good value proposition to you. That's no longer really an ask or a favor. And you should never propose any kind of business deal as any kind of like ask for a favor. It shouldn't be. If it feels like a favor, you shouldn't do it. Like business and favors should be separate. Like charity, let people do their charity. But if you're asking for a business deal, if you're asking for somebody's hard-earned capital to invest in your project or in your business, then the terms have to be good and the value has to be the value proposition to them has to be so good that you have no worries about giving them the opportunity. And that's the difference. When I raise capital for my deals, I'm not asking anybody for anything. I commit to a deal. I underwrite a deal. I look at it. I say, "Oh, this is going to be awesome. We're going to make tons of money on this deal," and I'm committed to the deal. I'm all in. I'm not doing this deal or committing to this deal with the caveat that I have to raise money from X, Y, or Z, or from this person, or if he's in, then I'm in. That's not the way I do deals. I look at a deal, I love it, I'm committed. Now, who wants to come with me? And that's truly how I think. And so now that ask or that favor has turned into, I'm committed, I'm going to the moon, I'm going to make a ton of money or a ton of opportunity in this deal. Who's going to come with me? And so I can take that value packaged up, and obviously there's underwriting criteria with numbers and with risk and all those kind of things that play into it. But now you're going to go to an investor, and hopefully it's somebody that you enjoy and want to work with, and you're going to offer them this opportunity to come with you. That contrasted with can you please, will you, would you, they're starkly different. And so you have to be completely convicted in your mind that you're providing enough value, and then you'll never have to feel like it's an ask. So today, when I underwrite a deal, I package it, I commit it to it, whether it's an LOI or I put a deal under contract, whatever it is, I'm committed. I'm all in. Now I'm going to go to my network. I'm going to look and see who the profile of the investor that matches best with what the requirements are, who's going to be the best partners, both for me, my firm, and for them, and what that looks like. And now I'm going to give them an opportunity to come with me in this deal. And that totally changes the way that you feel about asking for money. So that is number one, the easiest way for you to get over that hurdle of feeling like an ask. And if you still feel like that, then you got to work on you. And you got to understand and make sure that you're providing enough value. If you're not, if you're some daisy chain broker that's just forwarding a forwarded email and trying to stick your hand out or put your hat in the daisy chain and get paid a fee, then you probably should be worried or concerned that you're asking people for money because you're not bringing any value to the deal. As soon as you can provide enough value and now it's an opportunity for those people that you care about, you'll never feel like you're asking for money again. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you found value in it, please share it with those that you care about. And if you want to see more of this stuff, please subscribe.